Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your July 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Nine of Swords on the side. Okay, so for some of you it's more like this, others of you it's more like this, but here it can flip from one side to another. Nine of Swords is all about our anxiety. What creates our anxiety? What are these swords that appear in the night that gives us these sleepless nights that we're trying to understand, overcome, master, and so on? Then I have the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Cups. That's what actually would make you happy. It's all about your well-being, in that I am content, I am happy, and I am well within myself. The Knight of Swords in reverse, he can be harsh. But he's wrong in that sense here. So he might be spreading anxiety that comes to affect your well-being or even your wish of what you want and desire. And lastly here, I have Major Arcana, the Hangman, but upright. In a way, it's in reverse, but it makes him upright. That means he understood something. He got the illumination of something that he looked at from a completely different angle. Three of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse. All right. We're going to clarify that anyway. But there's a reversal of situation, let's say. Under our anxiety, there's a Page of Pentacle in the Sun. So it's that opportunity, offer, something solid, the beginning of your next cycle that has anxiety in it. The fact that it's with the Sun, that tells me that it is something that is really part of your self-expression, what you want to bring to this world. And Aquarius, the Sun is like your opposite in the 12th house. The 5th house is ruled by the Sun. As you rule soul's aspirations and things like that, it rules the pleasure of expressing ourselves and children and so on. So that concept and the fact that you have the pentacle in your hands right now is the source of your anxiety. So that anxiety, what is that lie that prevents you from just being content and happy about it? Well, it could have to do with the fact that your Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. So if your Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, when that page holds a pentacle in his hand, instead of saying, you've got it, we can accomplish whatever we want, this is just part of our reality for our growth and so on, because we're enough. She has all sorts of different beliefs. Then it's the fight or flight. We might not be enough. It might be rejected. Maybe nobody wants it, or whatever is what is associated for you, the beliefs associated for you in there that create your anxiety. Of course, this month, I'm going to put an end to this. Because what happens is that when we're not sure, when we're insecure, when we're in a fight or flight, instead of being in a, I am welcome, this is mine, it's beautiful, then we start projecting all sorts of possibilities of downfall and success, all mixed together, and we don't know what's in front of us. So this month is going to be done and over. So that means that you are going to understand something. So the lie that you were telling yourself that was affecting your grounded well-being, in your capacity to actually bring what you want to express and your joy and the sun in your life, you're going to see it completely differently here. And here, oops, it's going to make it that you will have control over the waters. They will not be going all over the place. You will not be using your swords to disempower yourself anymore. Just, goes from procrastination to total sabotage here with the Seven of Swords. It's the thief in the night. So it's when our beliefs prevent us from being able to be in the game and all of that. And your understanding, Wheel of Fortune, will actually be able to turn the Wheel of Fortune for you. And you will release, in this case, fear. And here, bottom of the deck, I have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you're getting out of your head, Aquarius, and into the joy of bringing whatever is that opportunity to fruition. Let's clarify. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aquarius for the month of July 2023. Let's look at your anxiety. Okay, time to pull a judgment on it. I have the Lovers, and I have the Two of Cups in reverse, the Sun in reverse that we have here, the Sun, and the Six of Wands in reverse. So we're not acknowledging ourselves. We're not... we don't know what to do with our fire. Our fire is not supporting us. It's not bringing us back home. We're still in the combat zone, okay, of when things were unbalanced. The Two of Cups in reverse, this is all of the distorted mirrors in our lives. So the people that do not connect with us or that show us aspects that are disconnecting, that bring shadow and lack of acknowledgement, because they're mirroring that part of us that actually believes that. All of this is the source of anxiety. Okay? Let's look at that Page of Pentacles. And it's time to make a decision about it and pull a judgment on it. Here, it's time. Sagittarius, there's the divine timing of... This is when we can have the opportunity to heal on the level of our beliefs. And here we can see what puts a stick in your wheel, let's say, it's on the base of your beliefs, on the level of your beliefs. What makes a belief is an emotional charge and a thought that match. So if I have a strong emotional charge due to an event that happened in my life. I'll get the trauma from it. At that point, I'll draw a conclusion, and that conclusion with that emotional charge becomes my belief. And in life, it is our beliefs that make the frame of what we can experiment. If I do not believe in abundance, I cannot experiment abundance. Impossible. Because we're the magicians of our lives. And as I say that, there was like a card behind the two of, behind the lovers, and it's the Fool. So we have like 4 major arcanas here. So you enter the month to try and bring that sun back up. We enter the month with 4 major arcanas. We're pulling a judgment here, bringing all of the parts of you, unconscious parts of you that have that anxiety because it's the mirrors of lack of acknowledgement and so on has been so pronounced that it removed the sun from your life and your faith into jumping into new opportunities and things like that. And it's going to be very clear, what do I want to express? What brings me joy in my self-expression? Sun. Why is the sun there? 3 of Cups in reverse. See? At the end, it's upright. And that's the people around us that brings us anxiety. The people around us that puts us in our head. It doesn't have to be the people around you, but your capacity to celebrate life that is hindered because everything is draining. Okay? 3 of Cups in reverse, it's extremely draining. And so that has become the mirrors in your life. With it, I have the Knight of Wands. And I think that Page of Pentacle here, there's a part of you that's like, man, I'm going to jump in this opportunity. The Knight of Wands is the one that can allow us to escape from situations like that. But the thing is that he will not, like if he's, you start a fire with the ignition fire, that small wood that burns quickly. But it's not enough to sustain the fire. We need our King of Wands for that. Knight of Wands, it's enough to give us I'm going for it. I don't care about the consequences or the past or whatever. I'm just jumping into the situation. I'm getting out of my head this way. And that's why it kind of catches up to you. Because as you're getting out of there and starting your fire with this ignition fire, your head catches up to you. Or you think you're accomplishing your dream here. And don't it might not be, and all of that. You fall into your fight or flight. And it's time to finish it. Let's look at that. Let's look at that Knight of Sword in reverse. Oh, there you go. 5 of Sword. The arguments he is going to use are arguments against what can come towards you. So that means, Aquarius, if you hear in your head or in mirrors around you arguments that will kind of cut your legs, well, this never happens. You'll never receive this. See, these are the 2 characters that look in front. One is lost in projections of maybe things that people tell him, using 3 swords. He's got 5 swords. The 2 swords are on the floor here. And he's using 3 swords. He's using the beliefs that hurt your heart when he talks about what can come towards you. So that can be your own voice within yourself talking like that. So you got to watch out, because there's a part of you that wants to be right about certain things that are not good for you. Using your old beliefs. That's why it's time now to change those old beliefs about you, about what is possible for you. Let's look at that Queen of Pentacles in reverse for Aquarius. Time to listen to your soul. Your soul is telling you you haven't processed all of your waters. Your soul has been talking to you about that pentacle. And then your Queen of Pentacles is like, I don't know if I can make it, if I can, more conflicted about it. 5 of Wands that wanted to stick out. I don't know if I have what it takes to make it happen. The world, that confusion is going to be over. It's really time to listen to your soul so that you can bring what you love forward and invest yourself in it. This is what it's all about. Then, of course, then the rest will celebrate with you once you start investing yourself. Let's look at the Hangman. The investing oneself is the moment where it's our aspirations that really guide us, and it's not like, I can't because of this, and then, I really do have to do the dishes. No, we're grounded in the pleasure of putting our hands in it and doing it. Hangman. So following one's aspirations and dreams and so on, maybe you're going to look at that from a different angle, knowing that you have what it takes to do it. You have to have that kind of emotional ground of inner knowing, that even when people are spewing negative water at you, you're not going to fall for it. Emperor. You're going to emperor up. So, following your heart to create your next 10 of Pentacles, and not be all conflicted because you're holding your 3 of Swords. He doesn't let old beliefs countering him up. Okay, fears of failure that are so strong, or not to be received, or what people say that are so strong that our own King of Wands cannot move, is paralyzed. The Emperor is our masculine. That is the one that takes the inspiration of the Empress that showed him how it would be and what it can be, and he makes it happen. That's how it works. Let's look at that Wheel of Fortune. So at the end of the month, a lot of you Aquarius will stop sabotaging themselves or disempowering themselves and find that, you know what, there I am, investing myself, Wheel of Fortune. I'm not afraid anymore of people's reactions or what they feel, where they are limited in their own vibration, and I won't let that stir me or disempower me from my own, what I want to bring to the table, grow, and so and so. So here, you're not going to play safe anymore or give away your power to other people. So it's going to be, at the end, no more doubt. Maybe that's going to be because you're going to be able to take the risk. Magician. You're going to be able to take the risk, do it. You're You know, look at the difference between those two. Even when he's upright like this, he's just acting safe. This one is actually creating what he want to experiment and live here. So this is going to mark happiness coming back into your life, joy, fulfillment, and yes, go for it, Aquarius. How could we call this? Because this is actually trusting yourself at the end here. Investing yourself is trusting oneself, is finally going for it. I'm going to call it go for it. All right? So on this, my beautiful Aquarius, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, that in the bottom here, there's a website. You just go on it. It's easy. You do the booking on the website. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on the new moons and full moons, I ask the universe to give you back. And so on this, namaste. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.